how much genetics are involved when it comes to cycling, I guess?
I mean, this is a kind of classic question, particularly for sports science students as well, to unpick the nature versus nurture debate. So I'll tackle it from a very slightly different perspective. And that's that in working with cyclists, I've done hundreds of VO2 max tests with cyclists in my career. And that's given me the privilege of being able to watch cyclists develop over a period of time. And unquestionably, even elite cyclists can increase their VO2 max. But that increase is relatively small. So they tend to start with big engines and they can increase them a little bit. And somebody who doesn't start with such a big engine may be able to increase their engine size more substantially. And then this is where inevitably the story becomes more nuanced. So what we see is with elite athletes, their overall level of fitness, the broad size of their engine, their VO2 max, doesn't change much on an annual basis. And then what they do is target specific aspects of their fitness that prepare them particularly for whatever that race might be. And that aspect of their fitness probably goes up and down a little bit more. And so a really neat example is when I was at the University of Kent, I've done a lot of work with James Hopker measuring people's efficiency. Now, if you're efficient, you can have the same VO2 max, but you can translate that VO2 max into more power output. And power output on a bike means you go faster. So more power means a faster cyclist. In running, we have exactly the same concept with economy. And I won't go into the semantics of the physiology and the biomechanics of a difference between them. But broadly, we can think of these things in the same way. So an economical runner can run at a certain speed using or requiring less oxygen. So if you can imagine, if you are more efficient or more economical, then you can produce more power or you can run faster for the same cost. And that economy or efficiency parameter can change as much as VO2 max in elite athletes. And so, although actually in cycling, that's a little bit of a debated point. We have been criticized for that viewpoint on occasion, but I'm talking about data from our own and some other labs that we've obtained repeatedly that suggest that efficiency changes with fitness across the season.